Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to the workshop of the Knowledge School. It's a great day for all of us when we are able to see each other, those who are at the helm of Knowledge Schools, those who are responsible for the conduct of Knowledge Schools. And we are very pleased to welcome our esteemed network associates who have taken this responsibility to initiate the cause of education in their neighborhood, in their cities. We are delighted to welcome the principals who share this responsibility with us, who organize the teaching, who ensure that quality of teaching is reinforced and continuously increased. We are very pleased to also welcome those who provide various services which make it possible for all of us to offer cutting-edge education and training at the Knowledge School. There are many franchises now up and running. This country has 200 million people. 2/3 of its population is less than 30 years of age. And this country needs at least twice the number of schools that are already there. So the future of this country belongs to us. And when we work in the field of education, we are in the business of shaping the future, and not just the future but the destiny of our nation. When we go to our workplace, we are going to the place where we are cultivating minds, where we are characterizing the morals of our students, where we are trying to refine the habits of our peoples, where we are trying to enlighten the hearts of our pupils. So it's the most challenging task for all of us. It's not easy. It's not like running a shop. It's not like running a factory. It's altogether a different thing. And this cause requires not just capital or infrastructure, but above all, it requires a deep commitment. It requires a holistic commitment, and it requires that those who are sponsoring the projects, those who are taking the responsibility of running the projects, they are holistically and deeply committed to it. Only then we would be able to see the outcomes and results we desire. So I would like to welcome to all of you not just this workshop, but what is ahead of this workshop, what is going to happen after this workshop. And that is enough to motivate you so that you can do your best, so that you can really commit yourself wholeheartedly, and you are willing to do whatever it takes to do a not just satisfactory job, but to do an outclass job, so that you can win over the future of our beloved country. Here we are gathered under the umbrella of the Knowledge School. The Knowledge School is not just like any other franchise. It's a totally new concept. People today, when they think of education, they think of jobs, they think of salaries, and they think of where a person can be employed, or in case of a school, where the next stop would be for higher education. We believe that school is the nursery of nation. So we would like to connect schools to the home. We would like to connect schools to the families. We would like to connect schools to the life of our pupils. We would like to connect schools to the whatever is going on in the neighborhood from where our people go after the school and they play in the park. They go to their other relatives. They visit parks. They meet people. So we would like to connect school to the life as such. It's not just about curriculum filled up with textbooks, with formulas, with theories, with histories, with information about what has gone in the past, what is said by others. So these theories are uncontestable. They are already there. What we would like to do is go take a step forward and do something which is rarely done by any other. And that is the uniqueness of the knowledge school. Knowledge school brings knowledge to home. Knowledge school brings knowledge to the self. Knowledge school brings knowledge to the success of a citizen in the life. So we are about success and happiness in the life of families from where our peoples are coming. We are about success and happiness of the parents who are sending and entrusting us with their kids. We are about success and happiness of teachers. We are about success and happiness of principals. We are about success and happiness of our sponsors, of our investors, and we are about success and happiness of our heads who are actually taking the trouble of running it. So knowledge school is totally altogether a revolutionary new concept, and we are trying to convey that. It's a very tough task for us to convey this message, to bring everyone on one page on this ideal. So it's a new ideal. So please take that as a challenge, take this message from here, and then work accordingly, align everything accordingly. The way you manage your school, the way you teach train your teachers, the way you conduct, the way you speak to parents, the way you speak to your pupils, the way you organize your curriculum, everything has to be organized accordingly. So here is, given this uniqueness of the knowledge school, it falls upon our shoulder to align ourselves to this mission and to this vision. And in order to align ourselves, first of all, the first requirement, the first critical success factor is passion. That we work with our hearts and our souls in attendance, and we are devoted to it. So unless we are devoted, nothing can come about. So that's the first thing. We need to have a passion for this. We need to have passion for education. We need to have a passion for the success of our peoples. We need to be cherishing, and we need to be hungry and starving to see our peoples crossing milestones, developing themselves, beating the previous records, and surprising us with their outstanding and brilliant performance. So that is the passion, that when we see smiles in the face of parents, when we see excitement in the face of kids, that actually mobilizes us and that motivates us. And we need to be hungry for that, starving for that, and dedicating and working for that. Second thing is about, then after passion, is about purpose. So what is the purpose of knowledge school? It's to impart education, yes. It's to convey and transfer the knowledge contained in the curriculum, yes. It is also to develop themselves as good human beings for the goodness of the society. So that is the purpose of knowledge school. It's not just about tutoring them and examining them and issuing the scores of the test results and printing their report cards and conveying it to parents. It's much more deeper and integrated than this. So it is about developing themselves as good humans for the goodness of the society. So that's our value contribution, that's our competitive contribution, and that's our differential advantage. So that's about purpose of knowledge school. So first is passion, Second is purpose. The third thing is that we need to have a plan for this. That what is our plan? How are we going to spend this week, this day, this session in the classroom, this year, this quarter, this 3-year, 2-year? So your project is in your hands. And this project will succeed, it will grow, it will progress only if you have a plan. If you don't have a plan, any written plan, you will not have any milestone for yourself, and you will see, okay, we will see with the time as it goes, as it passes. When time, you leave it up to the time, then time will not have any mercy upon you. Then you will be left out of time. Those who leave things upon the time, over to the time, then time forgets them and time walks speedily ahead of them, past them. So I think that's the important thing. You need to be a very good planner. So you have passion, you have purpose in your mind, and then you need to have a workable plan for yourself. Fourth is that this is all about a project which has inputs, which has a process, and which has output, and which has feedback system. So you need to work out all the elements that about good teaching, good atmosphere, good activities. So that's your input, good attention, good supervision, good training. All of this thing is a part of the inputs. So then it's the process that these all things then are deployed so that your school runs and offers the required teaching and training. And then there are outcomes in the form of the success of the students, retention of the students, in the form of their enhanced self-esteem, in the form of a new identity that they get as a learned person, in the form of their new questions, their new learning, in the form of their brightening of their future. So these are the outcomes that you are looking for. So that is perhaps more detailed work that you have to do. Whenever you will leave things upon others, whenever you will take the comfort and sit and relax, okay, now everything is done and I have appointed this and I have appointed them and now everything is done, so I can take off and I can just come to the school for 10 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour and do something else. Believe me, your school will go down. So it is you who has to see this through and through as a gardener, as an engineer, as a doctor, as an artist, as a designer, as a scientist, as a teacher, as an executive, as a manager. You have to be all of this put together so that your school achieves a uniqueness, and there are people who look forward to sending their kids to your school, and your school's promises what is part of the expectation of parents, but then goes on to deliver much more. So this is how you can organize your school. We all look forward to making this whole profitable project so that whatever you have invested also brings dividends to you. But profits alone, if targeted, if your attention is only limited to profits, they will never come. You will never see them. You have to take profits as an overall, in the overall context. If you will do justice, if you will invest what is required, and if you will work hard, then you will get all dividends and also profits which you look forward to. And whatever you receive as gain, please invest part of it in back to school. Refurbish, refurnish, renovate, and also reinforce your facilities, because people expect that as you grow, you will give back. So you have to return back. So keep something for yourself, but then put back all that project, your growing, increasing project actually required. This is the best advertisement that you can make, that your school continuously reinvest. And that is the best message that you can give to your parents, that every year when they come, every 6 months when they come, they see something new, a new painting, a new chart, a new learn initiative to provide learning to your students. So my brief message is that schools are about teaching. So if schools are about teaching and providing the teaching, then those who are running, they should be all about learning. If teachers are not learning, if parents are not learning, if principals and headmasters and headmistresses are not learning, if sponsors are not learning, if network associates are not learning, schools will not learn. And schools which do not learn, they fail to also educate the students. In order to have students educate and learn, schools must learn. In order for schools to learn, teachers must learn continuously. Every month, every week, every year, they should go to the same subject, same class, next time with new knowledge, enhanced knowledge, more enlightened, more sharpened, more skilled. So our target at Knowledge School is to create a new breed of schools, a new breed of innovative schools, creative schools, schools the world hasn't seen like any time before, schools that will shape a new generation of our nation, beloved Pakistan, schools that will create a new generation of leaders and teachers. So that is our job. We want to make schools nowhere and in no way and in no regard any less to any school that is considered the best. We want to have the schools which are best in their neighborhood, in their area, and most preferred, most competitive. And it's your job. If you will do the work that is expected of you, if you will take advantage of the opportunities, then you will have it. And you will see the day when your school is the number one school. And that's the message of the Knowledge School. Could never compromise for anything which is less than number one. We want you to be the best in the world, and we want to equip you for everything that is required for you to be the number one, to be the best in the world. And the best school doesn't mean that it should have the most expensive infrastructure, it should have be in the best location, it should have all the richest people coming and studying. The best school comprises of values. The best school comprises of good ideals. The best school is about having the spirit of education, and even in a school which is running under the shadow of a tree on grass can be regarded as the best school. And we have seen people being studied and tutored in those constraints, under those limitations, in those confinements, and beating everyone all the way in this world. So don't equate excellence with resources or with infrastructure. Excellence is about your attitude. Excellence is about empowering yourself with the dream to be the number one. Excellence is about your vision, your commitment to that mission. That's excellence. And even if you are constrained in your neighborhood, in your locality, you can be better than anyone in Pakistan. And that's our hope, and we are together for that. Let us know what we can do for you and how we can help you to be the best in Pakistan. I wish you every success on your way. We look forward to your suggestions. You are on ground, you are working, and you meet the stakeholders, parents, teachers, students. You have better idea as to how we all can be successful. So tell us what new things we should be doing, what new actions we should be undertaking. And head office of the Knowledge School is geared to listen to you, is anxiously waiting for your positive, constructive and critical suggestions. Together, we will make it a better place, a place that we dream, a place that you will feel satisfied. And on the other hand, it is head office that will give you the plans, that will give you lessons, that will ask you to abide by the rules and regulations, which will create a discipline among us, which will help us align ourselves to a speedy progress. So whatever comes from head office, we hope and we expect that you will abide by it, that you will comply with it. And if you will comply with it, you will make your place a better place, and all knowledge schools, wherever they are, in wherever their location is, they will all look like one place. They will all have same feeling. They will all have same environment. It is just like any other brand, which I don't want to name any. But when you go to a shop to eat something in a brand, then you are sure you will get the same taste, you will get the same service as anywhere else in the world. So we would like to have the same comfort. We would like to create the same uniformity. We would like to create the same discipline in the knowledge school. And compliance of head office as such is not to in any way undermine your efforts or discourage you. It is to help you create the same impact all over, so that all of these knowledge schools combined will change the atmosphere, will create the conditions that are required to conduct this training as per the plan, and will help you also and make it easy for you, because otherwise every school will be deciding on its own, and given the circumstances and situations of the school, this will create disruptions. This will create great differences and diversity, which we do not like, and which our parents would not like, and which will then disturb the uniformity of the knowledge schools. So in order to have impact, in order to have, we need to be together, and we need to be on one page, and we need to abide by same set of rules, regulations, policies as determined collectively through consultation, through suggestions by the knowledge schools. I look forward to your cooperation in this regard. Thank you very much.